Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Ben Cartoon 91 here, and today for you guys, I will be doing an unboxing of the Epomaker SK61 keyboard. I always get a lot of questions about this keyboard, and I haven't used it personally, so I can never say if it's good or not, or if I recommend it. So today, we are going to change that, and I'm going to take a look at that keyboard. Hopefully, you guys like this new setup. I am using my actual mic. I'm recording it through my PC. I'm going to try and merge it together. Because when I was doing the test on the Fine K678, it's right over there, that's why I'm looking at it, I realized how much better even the USB mic sounds compared to the inbuilt mic on the Sony A5100. No offense to the Sony A5100 or anything, it just doesn't sound that good. So hopefully this sounds a lot better with the AT2035 right here. So yeah, let's get right on into the unboxing of this keyboard. Alright guys, so I have the box right here. I already opened the box. I didn't know what was in here. Right inside here is the keyboard box. And on the box itself, as you guys can see, it is the SK61. Where does it say the switches? Optical brown switches in the black colorway. I did go with browns. I haven't had browns on a keyboard in quite a long time, so I want to try them out again. They are optical browns. We'll see how different they are from normal browns. Nice presentation with the reflective type of material they have here. So yeah, let's get the box aside and let's open it up. Alright, here it is. Just a little flip tab in the bottom, and then it opens up. And the keyboard is right here in this plastic film, as you guys can see. And then there's probably some extra goodies back here with like a cable and some stuff, and like a switch puller and a keycap puller. I don't know if I've said this yet, but it is hot swappable, so we do have those. So yeah, let's take the keyboard itself out. We'll just dump it out here. Alright, and then under it is a little manual. We'll get into that a little bit later. I dropped the manual on the ground, that's okay. You can get that ASMR with the mic on in here. Ooh, that ASMR opening. Like I said, brown switches. They have some cool keycaps on here. There are quite a few different colorways of this keyboard, actually. We'll get into them in a little bit with all the switch options and stuff. But yeah, the keycaps are pretty cool on here. They seem decent quality. We will take a look at that too. So far so good. Let's plug this thing in and look at the RGB. That's the first thing we'll do. By the way, guys, I completely forgot about this, but the other stuff in here is under here. And we have a cable and a box right here, and in this box we'll see. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have a switch puller right there. We have a little baggie in here. Oh, the stuff in the bag fell out. It's some keycaps for, I guess, like if you wanted to do this on others' commands. So I guess that's if you want to use this for Mac. And then last but not least, you got a little keycap puller right here. So not the greatest of quality, but it does include it, and that is very nice that it does so. So yeah, now we can take a look at the RGB. Alright guys, we have a close-up look at this keyboard right here. And in order to actuate the RGB, you're going to want to double-click function, and then click on this button right here. And then there are all of these different RGB types that go along once you double-click function, and then you click this button. So this one is actually really cool. There's a mic in here. And when you talk, as you guys can see, the RGB is actually actuating. I don't know how well you guys can see this on camera, but in person, it is pretty vibrant. Nothing insane. And then if we click it again, it's just the ones where once you click, the RGB is there, alright? For a little bit, we have another one. And this is just like a wave pattern type of thing. Every time you click, there's a wave, right? And we'll click it again, and it's just a wave going across every time you click. So there are definitely a few cool options for RGB. If you guys want to dig deep on in that, here's the paper right here. You guys can pause and then look through all of these functions. But that's all we'll go over for the RGB today. It looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty nice RGB for the price of this board. By the way, at the time of purchasing, I think my total was like $56 with tax and free shipping. So it was pretty affordable for a hot swap keyboard. Speaking of hot swap, I will show you guys what hot swap looks like right now. I will show you guys what hot swap means. So yeah, let's do that right now. Alright guys, so for anyone that doesn't know what hot swap means, I will be showing you, and I will be using the included tools. I do have a nicer version of both of these. but I'm going to show you that you can do it with everything included. So this is a switch puller. Sorry, this is a keycap puller. So all you're going to want to do, I'll do H for example, is you push it on and then you pull up and the keycap comes off just like that. If this wants to focus, there it is. So yeah, that is how you get the keycap off. You're going to want to take your switch puller and you're going to want to put it right like this, like going this way into the board. So it's going like that, right? And you're just going to want to push down and then squeeze and pull. And here is one of these Gateron optical brown switches right here. And what makes it optical is, well, here is pretty much, there's no pins on there. There's only one pillar. And like when this goes down, that's how it actuates. So there's no 5 pins. So you cannot use this with normal switches. Let's say you want to use inks or creams. That is not possible with this board. I'm going to pop the switch back in. Also fairly easy. You just line it up and push. And it's just like that. And then you're going to want to put your keycap back on. And it's good as new. So some other features about this board is, like I was saying, the keycaps are pretty decent quality. Let's pull one off and take a look at it. These keycaps are pretty thick, if you guys can see. I don't have any way of measuring it, but they don't seem like they're cheap quality. Obviously, for $55, you're not expecting a GMK keycap set or an EPPT keycap set, but they are pretty decent quality for the price. And these are not cherry profile keycaps, so something like this board right here, these are cherry profile keycaps. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference here. On the back here, there are these non-slip pads. There are no flip-out feet. It's definitely nice to have them, obviously, on a bunch of higher-end boards like the Ducky and the Razor. You do have flip-out feet, but it's a pretty nice typing angle, in my opinion. So I personally wouldn't use flip-out feet, I don't think, if there was some on here. I like this angle itself. But yeah, it would be nice to have some flip-out feet. And this is also a decently heavy board for plastic. This is a plastic case. No flex, though. It's a very thick, strong plastic. And it is pretty heavy. I'm not sure why exactly, but it is pretty hefty. So there is that. So yeah, let's get on into a sound test of this board. Alright guys, so now we're going to take a look at the price, the color options, and the switch options of this keyboard. So yeah, let's get on into it. Alright guys, so at the time when I purchased it, it was about $50 to $55. I don't remember the exact price, but currently it is $65. So that is a little bit more expensive. I do still think it is within the mid-range area, with like high-end being $100 to like $150 on a pre-built keyboard. So you can get a bunch of different switch options. They are all optical switches, so if that is something that you don't want, then stay clear from this keyboard. But the options are optical black switches, optical browns, optical blues, optical reds. You can get clicky switches, linears, and tactiles. And these are all Gateron opticals, by the way. So you guys definitely have a variety when it comes to switches. But if you guys want to change your switches, you can change them to other optical switches. If that is a deal breaker, like I said, stay clear of this keyboard. But then the last thing is that you can actually get different colors. So there is a pink, a gray, and a black. This one here is actually black. The pink keycaps are like white keycaps with pink mods and stuff. And the gray one is like white alphas with light gray mods. So yeah, I went with the black one just because I thought it looked the cleanest. With that little red accent piece in the top left for escape. So yeah, there is all of those options as well. Would you guys want to buy this keyboard? I obviously say it's 100% up to you. This was bought with my own money, by the way. This was not a sponsored video, nor was it sent out to me. I think it is decent for the price. The couple complaints that I have is that it's optical switches only, which means that you guys cannot use your inks, creams, different switches that aren't optical, like 3-pin switches or 5-pin switches. You won't be able to use these here. And then also you don't have those flip up feet, which might be a deal breaker for some people. For me, it definitely isn't. And then last but not least, the profile of the keycaps. I personally like it. I want to try some different profiles out. But if you guys are used to cherry profile, it could also be a deal breaker. Obviously, keycaps, in my opinion, are the easiest thing to change for a keyboard. You can literally pop them off with the included keycap puller and put on some new keycaps that are meant for a 60% keyboard, and it should work just fine. For the sound test, there is a little bit of rattle there, but like I said, it's a pre-built. You can't really get no rattle on a pre-built. But be on the lookout for the next video. We'll be modding this keyboard. I'm going to mod the stabs, the switches, and maybe even change the keycaps out. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Yeah, if you guys want to get this board, it is 100% up to you. I think it's a great mid-range board, and you can switch out your switches to get different feels as long as they're optical switches. If you guys have not already, make sure you sub, hit that like button. It means a lot, and it also helps a lot. It'll help this channel grow, and we can do more reviews just like this one. Comment down below some other reviews you guys want to see, some updates to my setup. I will actually be getting a new IKEA tabletop, so that's going to be good. I get to rebuild my setup, and I will have a lot more room, so I can do a lot more with my setup there. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I also made a new Instagram, link down below. Go follow that. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Hopefully school is going well if you are back in school. Stay safe. Peace.